Hello and welcome. So, yeah, I got my new rig. That's why I didn't post anything in a few days, because I was basically waiting for it to, be delivered. And it's currently really janky. There's a lot of cables, but it's working. At least it's fucking working now compared to the previous rig. So, yeah, this is gonna be outside, inside, Star Citizen. Yeah, I have put the other camera up. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna roll the intro and let's react to what they said in the Inside Star Citizen. So, let's go.
Hello, my name is Grumpy.
With the game as it is right now, loading cargo is a very simplistic mechanic. You go to a terminal, you click buy, bam, it pops up on your ship. But that is changing in the near future, where it is going to become an actual physical loading process. So having externally mounted cargo with the whole series will be a big benefit for players.
Yeah, things are good. Things are really good right now. It can always be better, but that's all. I mean that in a, you can always improve your life no matter where you're at kind of a
Yeah, I
mentality.
just think it can also always be worse. So
I like to think about it could always be a little bit better.
I was about to say that.
I like how we were like...
Define's like, no, your life is bad, but it could be horrible.
I'm just gonna shut up now.
The MISC hull series is a lineup of ships purely designed to carry cargo from point A to B.
Really?
Reverse. Isn't it just 1v1? You just reverse to yourself?
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
You fucking cunt.
I love you, Grump.
I love you too. Just to give you some context, this is how much we currently care about Star Citizen. We're fucking playing Uno.
And the lineup consists of 5 ships, the Hull A being the smallest and the Hull E being the largest. As you progress up the sizes, you move into larger quantities, going longer distances, and then you use the smaller ships in the series to do the short range of long distance cargo hauling.
So does that mean that you fixed cargo hauling? So like trading is working actually now, and you're gonna get a lot of money doing that? Or is it still the same? And you're just introducing a new ship that's, well, not gonna be completely useless, but fairly fucking useless. Is that what we're doing right now?
The Hull A is the entry into both the whole series and the sort of dedicated cargo hauling profession. It is designed for getting cargo on and off the ship as quick as possible, but so all the cargo is external.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna get off the ship really fast when you get pirated, because with the cargo refactor, I don't know why would you even fucking do cargo. First off, it's gonna pay nothing, basically next to nothing, and secondly, you're gonna spend a lot of time and you're gonna get pirated. Like even my org, and we are like basically a lawful org, even we are thinking about pirating when the cargo refactor comes in. Because, yeah, it's going to be really easy to steal those boxes that you're going to sell. Or basically just steal the whole ship and ransom it. So yeah, good luck, cargo haulers. You are going to need it.
It is the best size to amount of cargo ship in the game for new players wanting to get into it. And it is really a one-person, you and your cargo ship. It has flexibility that some of the larger hull series ships don't have, such as the fact it can be fully loaded and land planet side or in hangars or in pads with all that cargo.
Yeah, but it only holds 48 SUs. So that's like, you're not gonna earn shit. Unless you guys are actually gonna fix cargo hauling like once and for all. Or you're gonna introduce Quanta, and then we will never know where we're gonna go and get stuff and when we're gonna sell stuff, because currently we are relying on like external sources and like fucking YouTube videos and SC tools and trade tools and all of that. So yeah, fun times, I guess.
You've got everything on board for you to live out in the verse and deliver your cargo. You have a very traditional MISC cockpit layout. You have a big dashboard surrounding you with all your buttons, switches and controls. Not quite as restrictive view as the Freelancer, but it is very much styled in the same influence as a lot of the MISC ships.
Because we all love the style of the MISC ships and the dashboard and feeling like you're in a retarded jumbo jet. To be fair, this one is better. So yeah, nicely done, CAG. It is not as bad as it could have been. So thank you for trying to listen to the community and trying to do some other things and trying to... Yeah, this is me giving flowers to CAG, by the way, because, you know, I'm overly negative all the times. No, this is better. This is better than it could have been. And of course, I would always love to have like a prospector just dome or the Relay Antenna dome instead of this kind of a cockpit, but this is better than the Freelancer and the Gemini, because the Gemini is fucking awful. And here they talked about the interior of the ship. I mean, it's fine, it's okay, it's nice looking, and apparently there's gonna be an airlock section and it's not gonna vent out any air from the rest of the ship, even though we don't have that in the game. Speaking of things that we don't have in the game, listen to this.
The Hull A is releasing before the cargo refactor comes out, so it's still going to function as a cargo ship, but a lot of its benefits will be unlocked over time as the cargo refactor comes in and is iterated upon, and it will just get a much stronger and stronger choice of cargo ship.
Right, so first off, it's nice to see them going back to the offices and working from offices again, instead of working from their homes. So I guess Star Citizen will be out in a couple of years, right? Or Squadron 42 at least, right? Secondly, this is coming out before the cargo refactor. Do you see what they're doing here? So you had a bunch of ships before. You had like a Caterpillar, you had fucking Andromedas or all the constellations, the Taurus, you had the Freelancer, you had Karak, a bunch of ships, and then they're all gonna be obsolete because you will need to put all those boxes by hand inside of the Caterpillar. And the raft and this thing are gonna be much better, and like, because it's not gonna be a single or like clicks and all of that. It's probably gonna be a bit different, but it's gonna be faster. And that's what they're doing. That's why we're getting a Scorpius now. That's why at some point we're probably gonna get another light fighter that's gonna perform better than the Gladius and the Arrow both. And yeah, like, that is what they're doing. And I said that in one of the Grumpy's rehab facilities from like, I don't know, a month ago. And yeah, that's what's happening right here. And then they say that they're really happy because they're gonna release it now.
People have been wanting the whole series in-game for a long time, and with the release of the A, that's a reality now. It's been great to get this out there, and it's helped us prove out some of the issues that have prevented the Hull C from coming out. Looking forward to seeing everyone playing with the Hull A and getting ready for the Hull C.
And they know that people were waiting on this for quite some time. Yes, because you fucking told us that it was ready, but then you didn't release it. But then, yeah, it was fucked, so we need to redo it, etc., etc. You know what happened. And like, you're releasing it now because now you can earn more money, because now everybody's gonna want one, and prior to having this, everybody just bought the Freelancers or whatever. And just get a fucking raft. Get a raft. If you're gonna do cargo hauling, get a raft. It's gonna be faster than this. Also, one more thing, it's really nice seeing the hull open and close and have all those animations, but how do you think that is gonna fucking work when we, like, in the current state of the game? Because currently on our servers we have a tick rate of like 4 to 8, and there's a video that I did about that, and go watch it, because yeah, that is true. And like, it's just gonna be janky and weird. And yeah, hopefully we're gonna get server meshing someday, sometimes, and it's gonna work. Hopefully it's gonna fucking work. And hopefully they are gonna realize that, like, the tick rate of 30 that they are aiming at is really not enough for, like, PvPing and all of that shit. But okay, whatever, I'm going on a tangent, so I'm just gonna watch the rest of the video.
And up next, it's time for a special locations-based sprint report, so let's get to it. Let's start things off this week with a look at current progress on cloudscaping for Planet Hurston. What you're seeing here are the results of recent explorations in taking the pipeline you've seen demonstrated before completely out of Substance Designer and into Houdini entirely, potentially allowing for an increase in simulation data and better shaping than we had previously. Now at this point, it's still too early to say if these will make it into Alpha 3.17 or require another quarter to bake, as it were, but as with all things Star Citizen, this refinement of existing process will yield better and faster results once it's all properly dialed in and approved.
Jared, can we play the fucking clouds? I mean, yeah, they look nice, but we're mostly, like, even me with 3090, even with that, I'm probably gonna, like, completely disable the clouds because it's gonna give me more FPS. Unless you guys do some optimization overhauls or whatever they're called. Just to fucking optimize the game so we can actually enjoy the clouds. Because, you know, like, the clouds in this game are, like, the same or maybe even a bit worse than, like, the clouds in War Thunder. And I'm getting a lot of FPS in War Thunder, and those maps are actually huge. So yeah, like, you guys gotta optimize the clouds. Like, yeah, they look nice. It's nicer than what we had before, but, like, still, we're gonna disable it. So why even talk about this? Especially if you say that maybe it's not gonna even come in 3.17. So what's the fucking point then, Jared? And here Jared talks about the Maria Pure of Hearts hospital on Lorville, which you're gonna see once, and then you're gonna realize that you fucked up because you don't want to have your spawn set on Planet of Hurston, and then you're gonna go to Everest and get your spawn set there. Because why the fuck would you want to take a train ride every time you want to get to the spaceport and inside your ship? It's just a time sink. And there's gonna be a lot more time sinks in the next patch, but I'm not allowed to talk about it because, like, Evocati and shit.
Moving higher up and much farther out, let's check in with some Pyro system, let's call it Spacebox for lack of a better term, development.
Ooh, JPEGs. Okay. Guys that are watching the video, just go into the description of the video and join my community Discord, and let's play some Uno for the next 3 months, okay? Alright.
Now this potential background for all adventures in Pyro is coming along nicely, with pipeline improvements yielding stars in subtly different shapes and hues, and cloud formations designed to hook in and support those you'll actually be flying through. And it all makes for a nice contrast with this planet and its blue atmosphere you can see here. And then down on the planets, when the exposure changes at night or at sunset or whatnot, you can see the hues and forms change appropriately, which is super cool.
I mean, it's a skybox, first off. Secondly, what, like, I saw a sun in Pyro, but wasn't Pyro supposed to be, like, with a broken star that's, like, dying and exploding, or just having, like, strokes occasionally? I'm seeing some discrepancy here, but maybe it's just maybe I'm just too tired to fucking understand it. But yeah, weird.
Beyond that, the team is also creating some large-scale space points of interest in the Pyro system. Things that can act like checkpoints, as it were, before you enter certain gas pockets approaching outlaw stations. Now, like White Box Phase, this is early days, just blocking out shapes. And before anybody freaks out, the Bengal you see here is just to show the proper scale read. As these continue to develop, They'll get things like final geometry and lights to flesh out the experience further, but it's already shaping up to be a dramatically different experience than traveling through the Stanton system.
So you guys still think that we're gonna get Pyro and server meshing this year? Like, they're currently at Grey Box. Maybe. God damn! Maybe we're gonna get Pyro Tier 0 with like a jump point and like a gate for the wormhole and a planet and a star, and then they're gonna add, like, maybe it's gonna be the same as Stanton. Maybe they're gonna add planets and then another planet and then these structures and all of that. Maybe. I have no idea. But we're not gonna get Pyro. Like full Pyro is not gonna come this year, guys. Like, this just fucking confirms it. Every IC that they did and every time they showed Pyro was in this state. It's still like work in progress. They're still working on it. At least they're fucking working on it. But yeah, also people said that we're gonna get Nyx and Pyro at the same time. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because Planetech did their planets, and yeah, that means that therefore we're gonna get all of it. Yeah, we're probably gonna get Soul at the same time. Because why the fuck not? Yeah, just give us everything. Because you can, right? No, you can't. Like, look at this.
And while we're in Pyro, let's take a look at the Yucca brevifolia, our outer space version of the Joshua Tree.
Yeah, Joshua Tree is hands down the best YouTube album by far. It got released in like '87. Bono is fucking amazing. Edge plays the best like that he ever played. And if you didn't listen to it, yeah, you gotta search for it and just listen to those songs. They're fucking amazing. That whole album is amazing. I think they had like Brian Eno on it too, but it doesn't really matter. Just like go listen to it. And that is all that I have to say on this topic. Next, please.
Now you might be saying to yourself, it's just a tree. Well, yeah, but I thought it looked really cool. So you have to look at it for a bit. It's my show. And I really like the dry bark on the trunk there.
No, Jared, the matter of fact is that you have nothing else to show. And yeah, that's it. That's why you showed this to us and why you spent like a minute on like 10-minute or 12-minute video just for the Joshua Tree. Great fucking album though. And like, yeah, like there is no other fucking reason to show us this.
And back up in space, the props team is continuing their work building a whole new array of run-down, beat-up, customized and unique items for the Pyro system to help sell a very different experience for life in Outlaw space. Just really cool stuff. And I want to shout out Joseph, Lewis, Thomas, Dan, Stefane, Sophie, and the rest of the team for some exceptional work.
Last but not least, I want to thank me.
And look at these trash piles. Disgusting.
Well, let me help you with this, Jared. Let's bring this back again.
And look at these trash piles. Disgusting. And awesome. And disgusting.
And in the end there, they showed us a bunch of like JPEGs and works in progress and white boxes and all of that, none of which is interesting, all of which is related to Pyro, which means, of course, that Pyro, that like they're still working on Pyro and it's gonna take a while before like it gets like released and done. And yeah. Maybe end of this year, maybe, I don't know. Like, I'm not a fucking prophet, but yeah, like that is it. That is what they showed us. And
so what did we learn this week?
And in the end, if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, and all of that. Like I don't know what to say, guys. Like I'm watching these videos every time, trying to love them, and it's just not happening. My dog is being weird and rowdy, but yeah. thank you for watching, and thank you to all my patrons for supporting the channel. I just figured out, or I just got an email, that 28% of my patrons are actually from Russia, and Russia being banned from SWIFT means that, yeah, I'm not gonna get the money from Russia, and even if I did, I guess those guys are having like a really bad time right now, and I'm like, I already made the video about that, and I'm so fucking sorry about the people from Russia, especially about people from Ukraine and what they are going through. Putin needs to fucking go, and yeah, one of the reasons why I wasn't making videos was because my previous rig basically died. I wanted to make a I wanted to make a footage of me playing Team Fortress 2, and my PC just restarted. And then I knew that, yeah, it's not gonna work. Anyway, if you want to become a patron, there's gonna be a link down in the description of the video. You can click on it and you can become one. You can support the channel. I bought one of the cameras from the Patreon money, and I'm constantly trying to work on the channel and give more content to you and provide better content with lights and cameras and action and all of that. So yeah, I hope that the next week, or now, I'm gonna focus a bit more on making videos, and I hope I'll see you more. And yeah, again, thank you for watching, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space. Bye, love you, mwah. I actually forgot how to do this. Like 5 days I didn't do it, and I fucking forgot it. Amazing, amazing.